Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, Handy Andy on Demand. Welcome back. We're out with Miss Jewel today in Canton, a neighborhood we worked on quite a few homes here. And so we're at the right side. It's gonna be hard to see it back here, but this mullion looks rotted. It just needs paint. So if my boys will just repaint this mullion and the one down here, that'll keep us from having any rot. And then a lot of times you'll see right here where the caulk has failed in this corner, the sellers must have had a painter out here. They repainted the siding, didn't paint the trim. They just slapped some putty on there and it's rotted back through. You really want to look for the black end stuff. Those lines are going to cost you money. So we'll repair that rotted right brick mold right there. And then when we come around the front of the house, if you peek in behind the bushes right here, this mullion, this little strip of wood right here that holds the window in place, it's rotted right here. So the boys will go ahead and replace that for her. And then this comes up on so many of our videos. A lot of the houses out here, this is Nichihana siding. This is not James Hardie plank siding. And when you come up to the dormers right here, it's kind of good at the angle that the sun is right now. See the variation in the thickness? So this is a concrete siding, but it's 5 layers of aggregate instead of 7. And because it's along that roof line, it's been catching water, so those bottom 5 rows are delaminated. If I go up on a ladder and I stick my finger on them, they'll just crumble. Just literally fall apart in your fingers. Hardie plank will never do that. My brother and I were joking around this summer. We took a piece of Hardie plank, we stuck it in a bucket for, I think it was in there for 2 weeks, solid, with a weight on top of it to keep it in the water. And after 2 weeks in water, full water, it started to delaminate a little bit. But see this like first and second rows? It goes up to the 4th row on both sides. So we'll replace those for her as well. When the guys come out, a lot of times we're there. So we'll try to touch up paint. She's got a couple spots like right here. You can see where the paint is starting to peel because you see those screws in the bottom of the gutter. So those joints need to be sealed once every 5 years. We'll take care of it. But what she really called us back for was this chimney we'll get to in a minute in the back. So she just bought this house. Unfortunately for her, her son's a home inspector, so he caught all these things coming in. This window right here is just the paint's lifting a little bit. It's not rotted. But this master window right here, go ahead and fix the rotted right brick mold right there. This window mullion right here is rotted through. You can see it. So replace the whole piece. And the difference with our guys, we do so many of these mullion repairs that we've got a ton of them in the shop, but we back prime and seal all edges of the mullion so it won't rot again. And over here on this left side, somebody put some putty in here, so this is rotted through too. You can see where you put your finger through right here. The next window over has the same issue. The right side of the brick mold, it got puttied over here, so it's rotted, and this one's actually rotted through. When you put putty over rot, it just gives the wood fungi that causes the rot a Hotel 6, and it'll just continue to rot more. And people ask all the time, well, why don't you use PVC trim? Like this fence is PVC, no problem with it. If you're gonna use PVC in a house, this is the place to use it out here, because this stuff, maybe it might warp after a while in the sun, but at least it won't rot. You don't have any maintenance with it. That's okay. But maintenance-free materials in your house just don't work. That wood rotting lets you know you got a $90 repair problem. If it didn't rot, if you had a permanent trim on there, by the time you realize you had a problem, it'd be a $10,000 repair and the siding would be falling off the house because it would take years for you to even notice the problem. On the back side of the house, you'll see what's going on with the chimney. And this again is Nichi siding. And so the only problem with Nichi is anywhere it gets tons of water exposure, like the water running off this roof, you can see it's coming through here and literally all this siding will crumble. She's got about 14 rows in here and it goes a little bit higher up. It's gonna be hard to see it, but it actually starts up in here because not only is she getting it off the roof, but this, see all the streaking on the chimney, on the side of the chimney here? This chimney cap is tilted, I think, so all the water pours off this right side, and that explains all that streaking in there and why the paint is lifting in those areas. So when the guys come out, they'll get the ladders, they'll scrape it, they paint it up to match it, and she'll be good to go. On the left side of the chimney, she's got similar issues. See the delamination in this area right here? And there's no kickout flashing where the gutter hits that piece of siding. So it's literally totally falling apart. See it from the angle down here? Look at it. And then it's also rotted this fascia board right here. The fascia is what that gutter sits against. So we can repair all of it. It's all the little stuff that starts costing you money. The cool thing about Handy Andy is we do everything. So once you're with us, your name goes in my phone. If you've got an emergency, you can text us, we'll come out. Just be patient, we get crushed. It's me, my brother, and 30 guys running all over Atlanta. One of the things we'll also do for her here is we'll pull this flashing is wrong. So they had too much runoff coming off this roof. excuse me. So we'll actually put a longer piece of flashing from up behind this area of the chimney here and direct it more towards this gutter. The pitch of this roof and the flow off this gutter, you can see the streaking off the back of the gutter, so the water's coming right off the top anyway. You know, this is a 10-12 pitch roof. It's steep and the water flows right off of it. They had so much of the pooling here, the water was ponding here, so they put a piece of flashing here for that same reason, try and direct it back into the gutter. We pretty much do it all, my brother and I. We've got a good group of guys. We've just started the on-demand program, so if you got little stuff, it's kind of hard to get us to come out or get anybody to come out. And now you'll be able to prepay for 2 hours of handyman time. The guys will come out, so you're not wasting time waiting around for contractors anymore. We'll come out ready to hang the fan or paint a wall or whatever little stuff you're trying to get done. And that's how you build a relationship and get little stuff done. So you can catch us at 770-265-9017. You can catch us in the office at 770-912-2829. Be patient with us. I'm not just a salesman. I get out here and work with my guys. You see that truck is loaded with stuff. We just came off a project today. So we'll see you at the next house. Bye for now.